Hello everybody. Welcome back to my crafty den. It's Debbie here, and I am making some shaker pockets or some shaker cards for Happy Mail in Halloween theme. So this is actually for my Halloween week series. You're going to get 2 videos today. If you've already watched the first one, this is what I took a break, went and had some coffee and a sandwich, and came back, and I'm kind of hoping that things don't fall apart in this video. So yeah, I'm actually going to make some shaker pockets. Now I'm going to do them the way that I normally do them. The other one, I really thought that idea would work. But I hope everybody got a laugh out of that video, and that just goes to show you that not everything you think of is a good thing. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting these down to 2.5 by 3.5 inches. These, I've just got a little bit of Halloween paper left, like just a little bit. I didn't start out with very many. I think I had a half a dozen sheets of 12 by 12 Halloween paper. And I actually didn't shop for any Halloween paper this year. So maybe I'll get some after the season's over and everything goes on sale, and I'll stock up for next year. But until then, I'm using up last year's stock. What I'm going to do, because none of this is two-sided paper, I'm just going to take my glue in my little bottle here, and I am just going to take one piece. I'm going to go around the edge. This is going to be my last Halloween project, I think. And I am going to put it together with another piece. Let me see, that one and this one maybe? This one will be good. I'm going to take these because they don't quite line up, and I'm going to etch them with this black soot. I think that makes them look a little bit more Halloweenish anyway. And turn them over to the other side as well. Much work for me. I'm going to do this one over again because I just edged it, but I like that sooty look around the edge. They're Halloween shakers, so I do like that kind of sooty. I have my card prep done. Take this and cut it down, and this one seems like it'll go in here pretty good. So maybe there, and oh, I got all these. I'm loving these. Absolutely loving these. I have a bunch more in here, smaller bits from when I was doing my ATC cards. And so this one is like this on this side and this on the other one, like that, and like that, and like that. So that's good. So I've got that so far, and I can set, I'm just going to push these down, set them aside to dry. I'm going to move this stuff all out of the way now. I'm just going to put it all in here. This is all I've got left of my Halloween supply for this year, and I will take these little bits, and I think I'm going to do a layout in my Happy Planner, and maybe even because I got these little bits to use up, I may as well do my planning with them this week. So, any more? Nope, that looks like it all. Oh, there's a little straggling spider. There. So I'm going to set that out of the way. One more, and I'm going to work on the pockets. Just going to make sure I clean that off so this is nice and clean. And I'm going to move over my silicone mat. This side, I'll use this side. And put it down here. And I think I'm going to edge the corner. I think I'm going to cut the corners of these, maybe. If this will cut them without too much trouble. I don't want to break another punch. Oh my goodness, I'm just not having good luck. So this one, so these Fiskars punches seem to be really, really good. So they seem to punch through quite a bit. They'll punch through 3 or 4 sheets of regular paper. And that one's a little bit wet. I'm going to pass on that for a minute. And yeah, but they seem to punch through really, really good. And they, you don't have to seem to put as much pressure on these as you do in the ones that you have to press down. So I may start investing in some of these and build my crafting supplies, my tools, crafting tools up with some good punches, which means I'll wait until I have probably 50% off coupons and get them at Michael's or something like that. And there, that's better. So I'm going to cut some pieces off of this, and I'm going to cut them because those are 2.5 by 3.5 inches. I'm going to turn it around the right way, and I'm going to cut them 4 inches by 3 inches. So I'm going to do these two. So I'm going to take 2 of these and I'm going to put them together. I'm not going to put them together. I'm going to put this in first. I'm going to set it in like this. I'm going to put this on top, and I'm going to grab my fuse tool. I should do that first every time, I guess. And tuck that right over to that edge. Excuse me. I am going to go right up there, and I'm going to go around the corner. I'm going so close, I didn't go slow enough on this one. I'm going so close to the edge of the card because I might want to put one of these into a... I'm not going to super fill them. So this is got some of the gunmetal gray, almost black sequins, some of the orangey metal colored kind of sequins, and the purple beads. I'm going to put a few in there. Oh, that's coming undone, see? Right here. I'm going to go over it again. I'm going to go from the other side. This is hot enough. Really got to go slow to fuse this down. I'm going just outside of the first one, the first row that I did. I really have to go slow because this is really thick. I'm using this because I don't have any of the sheet protectors. They don't take as long to fuse together, and they really go pretty easy. So keep that in mind when you see those sheet protectors at the dollar store. If you're going to use your fuse tool to make some shakers, grab some of those sheet protectors. I completely forgot I needed them. I've been in both the Dollar Tree and the Dollarama half a dozen times since I made myself a note that I needed them, and yeah, don't have any still. So there's that side, and I'm going to put just a little bit on the other side too. There. Get out of my way. So yeah, these are four. I made four. I want to do a pocket letter and put one in with a pocket letter as an extra. I'll probably still do the letter or the I'll probably still do the one in the pocket, like in the pocket letter, but I want to put one in the back as an extra. I'm going to go around this again. And I want to put one, I've got some homemade cards that I made. You know, I just made a couple of Halloween cards. I don't get to have my grandchildren come here. It's a little bit too far out of the way for them to come trick-or-treating. Although we live fairly close to each other in the scheme of being able to see each other regularly, it's a little far for Mommy and Daddy to take them for trick-or-treating. So we don't get them there. So there you have it. That's one. I just have to trim it out, and that's what I'm going to do. So I made them a card, and I'm going to stick one in each card, and I am just, as part of their treat, and I am just going to do them up. I've only got 2 grandchildren that still, you know, go out for Halloween and trick-or-treat. Yeah, you know, my one granddaughter's away in university. The other one's here looking for a job. He's done high school, has waited for the year, not taking much in the way of courses this year, so has a lot of free time on his hands, and is looking locally for a job. And I keep telling him to come where I work, but I think he's not interested in that. So I'm pretty sure he's going to try to go back to the lumber yard where he was working for this summer. See what they can give him on there. So that's one. And so this is the shaker pocket using the fuse tool. And you can get the shaker on both sides doing it this way. But if you don't need the shaker on both sides, here's something else. So this is your laminating sheet. It comes like this when it's on the full sheet. You've got your non-sticky side and you've got your sticky side. So what I've been doing to make these really easy when I was using this all the time was, and this is almost the easiest way to do them, is take this paper off of here. I hate trying to remove the paper. So you've got your sticky side and lay it down so the sticky is up like that. Take your shaker card or take your backing paper, and I want this to be the back and this to be the side that has because this is the prettiest, so I want it to be the back. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to bend it slightly in the middle so that I can put that down first in the center, and then I'm just going to push out from the center so I don't get bubbles. I'm going to put that down on the sticky side. Then I'm going to take my sequin mix. This is the tricky part because you don't want them all over the place. And you're gonna try to lay these down on here without making a big mess like that. Put the lid on your mix so that you don't have it all over the place. And then I'm going to take this and set it down. Oh, get over there. Don't get in my way. Get over. You have to be so careful. Get over there. And I'm going to go around this edge, and I'm going to press this down with my bone folder as hard as I can. Get in or out, one or the other. You can't do both. You can't be halfway. There. There. That hadn't stuck out there like that. I have such trouble with sequencing, but I'm going to leave it. And I'm just going to keep burnishing this down until it just looks like one solid piece. I do not want it to look like it's been stuck together. Okay. There, get that down. And then, before I trim this out, I'm going to take this, my crocodile, and I am going to put, there's my big hole, I am going to go in here, in this corner, and make a little hole. I'm going to get down there, and I don't want my sequins and stuff to fall out that little hole, of course. And I am going to take the darkest one, because it's Halloween. I'm going to put it in there. Turn that over, and do that. There. Now, I'm going to trim this. And I'm going to leave a good bit on here. I can take a little bit more off than that. You can use your own judgment on how much you think you have to leave, but do not cut into the part that's not glued, because it'll just open it right up. There. So I have this really cool little shaker pocket with this really cool backside. Now I can take this and I can tie it into onto a project. It can be it can go into a flip book. So that's it. That's different ways to make a shaker pocket. The fuse tool, which is this one, which I think is really, really cool. I actually like this one for my. So there you have it. There's a couple, some more waiting to go. And so if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and by all means subscribe. Bye-bye for now, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.